Mars, a planet that to some will always be 30 years away. But according to Dr. Robert Zubrin, founder of the Mars Society, if we started today, human footprints could be on Mars 10 years from now. Dr. Zubrin describes the situation by asking, how much rope is needed to get from A to B? The answer depends on who sells the rope. The 30-year approaches to Mars take a winding route, going to the Moon, on-orbit assembly, on-orbit fuel depots, spaceships the size of cities, and warp drive level propulsion. NASA released a report on a manned mission to Mars. With no specified timeline and a price of $450 billion, the plan was laughable. Dr. Zubrin calls his plan Mars Direct. Get rid of the excessive steps and go to Mars. The plan calls for a heavy lift booster no more powerful than the Saturn V, built nearly 50 years ago. It can get away with this because instead of hauling 94,000 kilograms of fuel for the return trip, fuel and oxidizer will be created from the Martian air with a process used in industry since the 1890s. The production of fuel releases oxygen and water as byproducts. This allows for a surface exploration time of a year and a half, maximizing the utility of the mission. This can all be done for a cost of $55 billion over the course of 15 years. During its peak, the cost is only 1/3 of NASA's current budget. It's certainly doable, even affordable, but why should we do it? Mars is unique in how similar it is to Earth. It has everything needed for a permanent and self-sufficient human presence. This, however, is a very long way off. However, we do know that not only did Mars once have liquid water on the surface, it still has liquid water underground. This water occasionally flows over the surface. On Earth, water is the key to life. Everywhere there is water, there is life. And I mean everywhere. If life comes from a common chemical reaction, as many scientists believe, then it is likely that it emerged during Mars' history. This life would likely retreat underground with the water. If Mars holds life, it changes the universe as we know it. If Mars doesn't hold life, then we've still advanced science and satiated the pioneer spirit and wanderlust of our genetic heritage. All this for only 1/3 of NASA's current budget. We can afford it. We have the technology, and so long as the human spirit prevails, we must go. Why wait?